Hi, this is Michelle.
And Jim from No Worries RVing.
And today we are headed to Olympic National Park.
We're going to hike some trails.
Yep. So first, I think we're going to start off with the mountain. There's 4 parts of the park. The mountain, and then you go to the lake. I think that's called Crescent Lake. And then from there, you go to the rainforest. And then the 4th area is the ocean. So come along with us. Hey, hit that subscribe button, guys. And give us a thumbs up. And please, comment. We love the comments.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
I'm gonna hit the road to see what I can see. I'm gonna hit the road to be what I can be. I'm so tired of looking at this wall. I'm breaking free. I'm gonna do my thing. Baby, won't you come with me? I'm gonna do my thing.
We're at the Hurricane Ridge Visitor Center at Olympic National Park. This is called the Meadow Trail. It's right across from the Hurricane Ridge Visitor Center. And there's deer. 2 of them have horns. I think all 3 of them do. They're starting to come in. His is a bigger rack. So the Meadow Trail comes up, it's paved, and it just loops around the meadow. And then it looks like this is the Ridge Trail, which is blocked by snow. And it goes around that way, around the ridge. So we could clearly see on the way up here that it hasn't been very long since they cleared the road with dirt and snow.
Right, probably from the snow.
I'm going down the meadow this way. Yep, because that one, you can only go so far and it's blocked too by snow. And I didn't bring snow gear. The deer were busy eating. They were all males. Oh, we're back on the 101 heading to Crescent Lake now. We're going to take the Marymere Falls Trail right next to Crescent Lake.
So part of the trail goes by a highway.
Look at the trees are. They're pretty good size.
Stump right in the road.
Well, that's because the tree just fell over. It is 90 some degrees out right now. Close to 90. On Monday, it's going to be 97. Their record, though, was 134.
Can you imagine 134 here? It does look like a true rainforest though, with all the moss and more of the path here. Yeah.
We've been here 4 days and no rain. So I guess we got lucky. But we also had a heat wave.
Yeah. View from the bridge. Both ways. You get near the top, there's actually a loop. Says it right there. Falls Loop. So the trail kind of meanders for the most part, and then the last 1/8 of a mile, it says that it's strenuous, which it is to go straight uphill.
The bottom, if you stand all the way up, you can see the top.
That's pretty.
We're turning off of 101 past Crescent Lake, or Lake Crescent, into, what's it called?
Soul Duck
Valley.
This trail is quite the ankle turner. A lot of roots on the ground, a lot of rocks on the ground. We did see one person, teenager, twisted her ankle. She couldn't go in any further. So just kind of a warning. Hiking boots are really nice, and I should have wore bug spray. Bugs are pretty bad. And the trail is marked pretty good.
The mist hit me. There's Jim.
for a beach floor, taking the path down to the beach. And so far, it just step after step after step. And we've come to a level spot here.
It's really pretty with the forest and the ocean together. Back from Olympic National Park, and we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 trails.
Yeah, and it was definitely worth our time. It is really warm here, so there's a note on the door saying that the electricity could go out. We're still staying at the John Wayne Waterfront Resort, and they've been really good about letting us know due to the heat we could lose electricity, but so far so good. Jim's going to work on the front window. As you can see, we put the Reflectix in, and it helps keep the heat out. It does help with the heat.
It does help, yeah.
It definitely makes it easier on the air conditioner, and in the winter it actually helps keep heat in. So we noticed the front window, it's warm, and sometimes it actually feels like in the winter that air's coming through. So he's gonna take a look at that, and we're gonna look at that right now. So let's check out, see what's going on with that front window.
The window that's in our nose cone, and it lets a lot of heat in, so we're adding Reflectix to it. So I was putting it on the back side, mounting it so it fit flush and looked nice while it's sitting here. And when I took this cover off, this trim ring, we've noticed a lot of times that it's cold up here. You know, it seems to let a lot of air in. And now I can see why. They insulated up here above, but the sides, the front, you know, on the side of the trim ring, and that space here, there's basically no insulation. And I'm kind of wondering if they just missed it, or I don't know. I don't think there's any reason not to insulate it. It sure makes it cold up here. So I made a stop at Home Depot, of course, or Lowe's, and picked up a little bundle, smallest bundle I could find of insulation. And we're going to cut some pieces and kind of stuff them in here. It's nice though here too. Here's a 12-volt circuit. If I ever wanted to add anything up here, I could easily. So that's nice to know that it's there. But yeah, I think we're going to add some insulation here to this up front area. Got a couple of pieces of insulation, and I cut on 24-inch length because that's roughly what's back here. I think all I need really is stuff 1 on each side. So we're going to try that first. Stuff 1 on each side, 1 there, and 1 there, and I'll see about the top. The top is pretty thin too. Maybe I can get 1/2 a sheet in or something. So I got 2 pieces cut, and I'm just going to stuff them in there. Okay, got them put in, and they fit just perfectly. So I'm thinking that when they built this trailer, that they just missed adding that insulation in. You can see it fits in just perfectly. A 24-inch piece of just normal insulation. So I'm thinking they just overlooked it, to tell you the truth. They had a 1/2 piece up here on the roof. I'll have to cut a thin piece out, but I have a thin piece cut, so let me do that next. So here's insulation added to the top. And now on the sides. So hopefully that'll help some right there. You're working with fiberglass.
Hello. Hello out there. It's the next day.
Yeah.
And we are headed to San Juan Island National Park. And it's a ferry ride, so we have to get up really early this morning
to
catch the ferry. The trailer's not going with us. Timon's staying here, but we haven't taken the truck on the ferry, I don't think. Have we?
No.
No. So this will be our first ferry ride, period, with this vehicle. Now, we have done it in Ohio, where the Perry Islands to go over to Put-in Bay and stuff, but not with this truck. So this is going to be something new. Oh, and we didn't take the truck with us. We left the truck. So this is really our first ferry ride with the vehicle on the ferry. So come with us. Where are we at?
We're at the Port Townsend Ferry Terminal. Getting ready to take this ferry over to somewhere.
Cooperville?
Coopville.
Caution,
And it's
ferry.
6 something in the morning. 5:30.
It's 5:30. But basically, we're going to
Ebby's Landing.
Ebby's Landing. So we have 4 ferries we're going to do today. This is the first.
We ought to be experts on it when we're done.
I don't know about that. But we're not taking the trailer with us. Just the car. The truck.
Good morning. I have a reservation.
Do we get anybody 65?
No.
No, we don't. My time doesn't start till 4 to 6. So we get there all, but they're going to be fooling around here. You know. If you ever come here again, usually the other guys, they won't be open early.
We were told, we got email or text saying to be here an hour early.
Yeah. Well,
And we've never done this, so.
30 minutes, but that's good.
Yeah.
We'll put you guys over into lane 4, please.
4? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful morning.
Heck, yeah, it is.
Still see the moon.
Yeah. 4, he said.
Yeah, he said 4. Oh, we're moving. It's such a short ride, we decided just to stay in the car. Most people stayed in. There's only a few people that got out. We're arriving in Cooperville. Where we eat at? Second.
I don't know the name of the place. We ate at some, what do you call it, a diner?
Yeah, some
I call it
little
a diner.
in town.
In town. It was fantastic.
It was at Oak Harbor.
Maybe it's called Oak Harbor Diner.
I don't know. It was Oak Harbor. That was the name of the town.
There's a little
Okay,
diner
sign
there in a shopping mall. At the end of a shopping mall.
It was called something cafe. Well, we obviously don't know where we ate. But it was really good.
They have a drive-in theater here.
Yeah. Movies, go-karts, and arcade.
And there is a go-kart track here.
There's a go-kart track off to the side of the drive-in. Well, drive-in. City of Oak Harbor. Whitney Island. Naval Air Station.
At the Ana Cortez Ferry Terminal. These are what the ferry boats look like. It's a busy place. Over here.
So we are
Here at Ana Cortez. And we're heading to, I don't know if we're going to stop at these places or not. We're heading to this Friday Harbor.
in San Juan Island. Ambrose to Friday ferry that takes you to San Juan Island. So we're in the very front. So we're just gonna sit here.
We're on the Suquamish ferry boat, ship.
Yeah, I'm not trying to even pronounce that.
Suquamish.
Suquamish.
Here's a story of the pig war. Picture of the passport stamp, which we want.
Due to excessive heat, it's not even that hot.
Looky there.
Right. It's sitting right there where you can't reach it.
Well, the visitor center is closed today because they think it's too hot to be open, even though it's only about 83 or 84 degrees, maybe 85, I guess. But nonetheless, there's a blockhouse, an old English blockhouse there. It's kind of cool.
Totem poles are really cool. Downtown Friday Harbor. Ice cream. Spring Street, Main Street up through, has all kinds of little touristy stores, restaurants. Right over there is the line you get into to get back on the ferry. There's a crab house. It's extremely hot today and very humid.
We're not customer service oriented. The girl at the counter was reading her book while I was sitting there waiting to check out.
That was in the gift store.
I tapped my wallet hard enough. She goes, "Oh, are you ready?" I said, "Yeah." She just put down her book, came over.
And all you had was a little sticker and a lapel pin that said San Juan Island. The lady at the visitor center says, "Well, they won't let you."
Yeah. She said, "They won't let you talk to them in there. They're not open to the public."
Which is true. They normally aren't at the headquarters for the National Park Service. But
they put on their website, this is where the stampers are. And they were there.
And they were there.
And they were there.
So I knocked on the door, and some little boy answered.
Like a 10-year-old boy probably.
Oh, he wasn't even 10. He's more like 8. He answered, his mom works in there. And then he ran and asked his mom where the snap was. The kitty cone was too small. I'm afraid as hot as it is, that if I got a cone it would melt. So I got bubble gum. Single scoop. Jim got a triple scoop.
The bubble gum.
Got a root beer float. Made with Dad's root beer.
$20.75.
We're on the ferry boat ride back from the island, whatever it was called, San Juan Island. A lot of debris in the water here. A lot of logs, floaters. Anyway, it's a pretty view, pretty nice ride, really.
Not sure what's going on, but for some reason on our way over we came to a complete stop and we're turning. Now we're going in reverse on the way back.
Hope we didn't forget something.
Hope we didn't forget something or lose something. I'd seen a sailboat out there before we started doing this maneuver. But we are now in reverse. Sideways reverse.
We thought something was actually wrong with the boat, but it turns out that it's a scheduled stop. They left off a bunch of hikers, walkers, and we picked up about half a dozen or so.
Yeah. So we weren't aware that we were stopping. So now we're off again. We're on the left side. The little cubbyhole.
Of the boat, yeah.
Yeah, it's 103 degrees. Most people have left their cars and went upstairs, but if you go upstairs, you have to wear a mask. And we're hoping that it was like on the way over. Once the breeze comes in, it actually cools down quite a bit. a couple old boats out here. A couple big boats.
Thanks for watching our video. We finished up our trip to the San Juan Islands. They're having what they're calling a heat wave here, and a lot of businesses are closing down because they basically, I don't know if they don't have the facility, the right stuff to air condition their facilities or what, but a lot of businesses are just closing down because of heat.
They call it severe weather.
They call it severe weather, but so it's in the 90s and they're closing down.
Yeah. So
they're just not be used to it or something.
Yeah.
Ice, you went to buy ice last night and there was, one bag per person. It was 91 degrees. Well,
yeah.
It don't sound too bad, but
So anyways, one of those things.
Yeah. So thanks for watching our videos. Give us a thumbs up if you haven't already. And subscribe if you haven't already too. Thank you.